Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ed's Orchids. Now, not much to show you here. One or two experiments I'm doing, so we'll just have a browse around the garden again, see how things are going, and then we'll come in here and have a look what's going on in here. Now, I know most of you like wisteria, but this one has been absolutely fantastic this year. Absolutely lovely. Lots still to come out there. It seemed to fade from the deep blue and almost go white. Look at the blooms on it though. Oh, they're lovely. Then we've got the clematis looking very, very nice. Bit of a wind coming up now, a bit of an east wind, but plenty and plenty of blooms on it. The bearded iris is coming up there with one nice bud coming up there, and I'm sure there'll be many more before we're finished. They're lovely flowers, but they don't last too long. That's what's the only trouble with them, bearded iris. Then I'm in this little greenhouse and we've got 7 cymbidiums in here. Not doing much, not showing much signs of growth, although there's one coming up there right at the bottom. That's the first time I've seen for ages a sign coming up, so maybe these are doing okay. You can never tell with orchids whether they're doing okay, because sometimes they're absolutely beautiful. The next time you see them you think, oh, what's happened to this? Has it got a disease or what has it got? And suddenly it starts going downhill for some reason. I've had that happen many times with phragmipediums and paphiopedilums, and for no apparent reason they just give up the ghost. And as I showed before, Orangus as well. And we've got some nice bluebells in the garden. Looks like everything's going blue up to now, and there's another over here that's a real bright blue. I don't know the name of it, so somebody will tell me. Here we are. It's one of the brightest blues I've ever seen. The bush absolutely full. Things spreading over here. And we've got some yellow tulips. There they are. Very nice too. And I've also got some nice dandelions too that need coming out. But this is the sort of garden I just leave to nature and see what happens. And it's surprising what you get in here. Well, in the greenhouse now, and the only thing I can show you is this Dendrobium nobile, which I've just repotted simply because there was a slug in the pot and it's chewed on all the leaves and the buds as well. So I've just repotted it and took the slug out. What else have I got? Oh, I've potted 3 tomato plants up in here, seeing as I've got the room, so that should be all right. Had a bit of an experiment over here with phragmipediums. Now this one is being drip feed there, as you can see, and it's the wastewater from the RO unit, and I've done that once before and it turned out very, very well. And the wastewater is coming out around about 127 parts per million to 200, depending on the tap water at the time. And here we've got 3 phragmipediums not doing very well. They're in the tub there that's full of water and they're standing in water, and I've also aerated the water as well. Now this isn't my idea. not my idea at all. This is Andrew's idea from I think it's Andrew's Orchid balcony, and he did that around in 2018 and said he'd never had better growth before. And it stands to reason, because in the wild these phragmipediums always have the roots in water, and the water keeps changing and it's well aerated, so this should work fine. This is the Propagation Enchantress, not doing anything, just sitting there. Well, the only growth I can see is a few little growths coming up in the middle of the plant, a few new leaves, but apart from that, doing absolutely nothing. And I bet it's nice when it flowers, this one. Then we'll see what we've got up here. Well, Phragmipedium Isabel, two big growths on it, some little growths coming up, and flowered before, but a long time ago. And depending on what the electric bills are in the next 2 months, decides whether these have to go on eBay or not. And that means a lot of my plants will have to go on eBay. Here's another Lady Isabel with 1, 2, 3 growths on it. But we'll just see how they go in the next couple of months, these, and then I'll have to decide what to do with them. This one's doing a little bit better than the others. It's a hybrid, but it's Philippinense crossed by Lowii, which it's Berenice. And when this flowered last time, it was absolutely beautiful. But that plant died off, and this is just a little growth off the same plant. But this hasn't flowered yet, but it is coming up with a new leaf there. So I'm quite hopeful for that one. This is Paphiopedilum Corolla Ordenauer, and this has got 2 new growths on it. One there and one there. This has flowered before. Both of the large growths have flowered. As you can see, there's stalks left there, but we keep looking after these and watering them and hope something will happen, but they're so slow, it's unbelievable. And this is one of the Cattleyas, a little rescue plant from a couple of years ago when I got it, and they just had 2 very small leaves on, and I wonder if it'd take off or not, but it seems to be doing alright. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pseudobulbs there, and the roots are now growing, so that's good. And this is Cattleya Little Dipper, so yeah, you can see a nice root coming through there. You see it? Little Dipper, a 4N plant. And it's crossed by, let's have a look at the label, anybody's interested. Little Dipper 4N crossed with SLC Bright Angel 4N. So that should be quite a big bloom on that one when it comes to flowering in the next 3 or 4 years' time. And we'll finish up by looking at these. Well, it's some moss I've been growing since the back end of last year. Put some moss in here that I thought was dead. Followed the instructions by Mick at Masdevallia, and they're doing nice. You know, they've just had covers on and shades on, but I'll now take the top off, hopefully, and they'll start growing much better now. Mind, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably alright for decorating the compost when you go into a show. And I've got 3 of these and they're all doing very well. Well, I've just had one question by one of my subscribers who said, How do you put holes in the pot without making a mess? Well, it's quite easy. This is a soldering iron with a fine tip on. I must have had it about at least 50 use, and the only thing you do is just touch the pot and it goes straight through. No need to give it any pressure at all. The smell's a bit repulsive, but do it in a ventilated area. But that's all you do. And you don't leave a mess neither. So I hope that satisfied the gentleman who asked me. Well, thank you very much for watching, and this one is a Dracula wool wardy iron. I think it's got about 14 spikes on it, something like that. But they take ages to develop and bloom. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.